Peace, power, benevolence and guidance bafethu. Ismitiki dust kwabandaziyo abangandaziyo. That means you're new to the channel. Ahlan wa sahlan. This is Show Me a Number. We're looking for moments of brilliance, man. We're looking for players that are taking, South African football to the next level and making it palatable and worthy to watch. Mamela, yeah, it's gonna be the interesting weekend of football. I wanted to say a interesting weekend, and then I wanted to say the turning point. At the same time, because why I say the turning point. Sorry, I was just having a plan. Why I'm saying the turning point is because number 2 to number 7, even number 9, which is tied with number 8 and number 7. So number 2 to number 7 are participating this weekend football. Pirates just won is all. They won. This thing and score 2-1. Munapule Saleng Kongra. Nice goal to at the end of the first half to set the tone of the second half and allow Pirates to kind of like bully or press Fatu Davids' team on the back foot. Forced a goal, a nice header from Utsukamanja from a set piece. And I think it was a Munapila Saleng assist as well from the set piece. I can't remember now, but it was coming from the left-hand side. So I'm thinking, looking at Pirates, and they had Ibikajong with Saleng, so it was a good outing for him. So now they're number 3, right? Today, number 2 and number 4 are playing. Number 2 is playing number 9, which is Supersport United, are playing Royal AM in Chatsworth. Ha! Yeah. The Popesal dance abuti. Kahobot. Like maybe if it was at the Lucas Morepe Stadium, we'd talk about something else, but hey. And Kevin Hunt just come from a loss in the Nedbank Cup against ABC Mutsepo side, Dondo Stars, which I think for their fans, for the face of South African football, for dignity's sake, they're gonna want to bounce back with a convincing victory here. They obviously have the manpower, from the keeper all the way to the front two. Khrobla and the new reinforcement uZakhele Lipasa, or even uThamsanqa Kabuza, or even Sibanyoni, to do all 4 of those forwards, I think are capable of playing that 9 or 9 and 10 positions, depending on, because I think Kevin Hunt usually plays with the 9. He plays a 4-4-2. He's got Ulawe. I'm not sure if Hlatshwayo is back from injury. He's got Titlokwe, in the center. He's got Inesmo Pasera on the left. He's got, who's this guy on the right back? It's slipping my mind right now. I think is it Johnson or Jansen or Johannes? I think it's Johannes, if he's not coming in to replace with Tyson. But I mean, he's got a solid defense. He's got a trusted keeper, in the likes of Darren Kidd. He's got Ulo Kushan. The interesting midfield, I think it's his midfield for me that puts in the efforts, the likes of Undlovu and Umahaman. They give you 150% every game. They're working 25-8. not 24/7. Like they're really extra effort type of players. Even when they're not winning the midfield, but they make it hard for whichever team, which is, namhlanje we're looking at, they're going to be coming up against Mahlasela, who's this guy that they play in the midfield of I forget midfielders the Royal AM Kakulu, because they don't really stand out for me. I was a midfielder. I am a midfielder and I want to collect the ball, but there's certain qualities that I look for in midfielders, they've got Maseko, they've got Maswanga, I mess up this guy's name, Maswangai. They've got Divine Lungu. No, not Divine Lungu. They've got Lunga. Is it Lunga or Lungu? They've got Weber, my favorite on the right. Spoiled for depth. I didn't see any injury or hear any injury updates. Like I mentioned, the attacking force, and we can't ignore the momentum, the consistency, not Mamelodi Sundowns consistency, but they for them to be able to overtake Richards Bay at number 2 spot, which, like, being a team that concedes more than Richards Bay, they had to have been consistent, and they're grinding the results, and they deserve to be where they are right now. That doesn't mean Mamkhize doesn't want to be in the top 8, and when they come into Chatsworth, they're going to have to come guns blazing, because I don't think Abotikazi, I don't think Abo Hamilton, I don't think that I'm only mentioning those two. Nascimento starts it from the back, his vision, his reading of the game, his timing, when it comes to taking care of players like Abo Khropla, I also like Upotsane, but he's not a favorite in the team. I'm forgetting their players now, because I'm not necessarily out to discuss their game as much as I'm out to discuss the action that's happening today, because right after match, Supersport, Royal AM, it's another quote-unquote cup quarter-final, if I may put it like that. It's a cup final for those teams. In terms of Richards Bay, it's going to have to deal with a very stubborn Sekhukhune United under the leadership of Brendan Truter, who has brought some good luck, to the side, and has instilled some sort of belief and synergy within the players. So Kuzokako, in that game, I don't even want to analyze it in depth, but I'm going to be watching, as long as Ramaphosa doesn't come and visit me, I will be watching all of the games. And like I said in the other video, if you don't know, I won't be providing live highlights anymore. If you really want to know, ask me in the comments if you want to know why. But I'm trying to also just manage my time the way and my workload, and my sanity. And for now, that is, until I figure out some other things and I fix up my technology situations and I can do things the way I actually want to do them, for the channel, for you guys, and man. And then it's Amazulu and TS Galaxy. Hey, I think that's gonna be probably the game of of the day, because TS Galaxy need the win. Amazulu want to play with the big boys. The chairman had made bold statements at the beginning of the season, and to an extent, they've showed the potential to live up to them, but the results haven't always been on their side. And look, Romain Folz coming in has also brought luck from their side to their team. Brendan Truter left Amazulu. He started terribly there. He left. He went. Now he's at Sekhukhune, and he's doing nice things. Romain Folz started relatively decently at Marumo Gallants. He didn't get creative freedom, I think, was the main thing. He wanted to do things his way, and they were giving him too many restrictions, and he couldn't handle it, and so he left. And he had a nice record. Okay, he wasn't losing. He was drawing a lot. He wasn't winning, but he wasn't losing. They were a very difficult side to beat. Now he was the star of that team, before he moved obviously to Pirates. So Romain Folz has brought something like that to Amazulu. He's got Thembela Sekhukhune winning back-to-back man of the matches. I don't know what he's whispering in his ear. He's got Hanamub doing the same old Hanamub, 150%. He's revived Dumisani Zuma. X-Teen is having some good game time. Kubani ntwana nayo iqhela umngenela ndilibele ngubani Maduna na le udlala 10 nayo. He's got Kapat Nyumangu. He's got Abo Boiler in the midfield. He just let go of Makahleni Makaula, which I think, well, they kind of pushed him away because they wanted the money, right? And they got the money, and look, they have depth. They've got, I don't know if George can play that number 6 position like that, or Buchanan. I don't see them being hard tacklers, and also like creative on transition, transitioning from defensive to offense. Makaula was very good in that, or is very good in that, so it's gonna be interesting to see how their midfield is going to cope. They haven't really been tested, but hey, TS Galaxy is no child's play. The coach is definitely doing some wonderful things there. He's a confident guy. I just like Jay, the way he presents himself and the type of football that he presents, working with what he has, unlike for Abusbusiso Vilakazi, but I think he went to TS Galaxy still depressed, because Bernard Parker is doing wonderful things there, senilibele na the team at TS Galaxy ngokuba imenjani, but yeah, there's a lot of players, man. I think Munya is part of the team, the right back, or is it Sibelebele? I don't even know these teams now. I've got so many starting 11s in my head of all these PSL teams, but I know it's going to be a tough match. I know TS Galaxy doesn't concede that easily. They don't make it easy for anyone to play against them. And recently they've been finding they're scoring boots, and I've keep repeating, but it's that time of the league now. It's that time of the season where it touches move. There's no more time for mistakes or all the trials and errors now are done. Now it's time for execution, and I think the teams know this. They know what's at stake. They wanna those that didn't start on a high wanna finish on a high. And those that started on a high wanna keep it going and not finish on a low. So it's one of those. It's all about who's got the legs, who's got the rotation in terms of the coaches. Now, how are they rotating their squads? Because rotating your squad is not just about maintaining fitness levels. It's also about because the other teams keep studying the players that you're playing all the time. You know what I mean? So when you switch it up, they don't know how this one plays. So it's important to maintain that dynamics within your 18 so that your team is unpredictable and you can also diversify your tactics, and make sure you have different plays for different opponents and different situations, and you drill those into the players during the practices, and they adjust seamlessly when duty calls. So I'm not going to bet exchange for today's games. Ndizobetha ngomso. But honestly, I think Royal AM is going to draw with Supersport. Depending on your resilience, yes, Supersport, but I think Royal AM will draw with Supersport. I think Richards Bay and Sekhukhune, Richards Bay is going to lose against Sekhukhune United. It's going to be a very tough game. It's going to be a 2-1 situation, or it's going to be a 1-goal difference, though. I'm presuming. I know Richards Bay wanna be pulling their shots up, but I don't know how much more Mtsumane can give us. Maybe this is the time when, like I was saying now, the coaches need to rotate their squads and bring in reinforcements just to, at least for the first half, to confuse the opposing tactics. But I think Richards Bay is gonna lose. Supersport's gonna draw. And Amazulu versus TSK Legs. I'm just there with the popcorn, man. I'm just there for the excitement. Otherwise, you let me know what are your predictions. My name is Dicky Dust. Yeah, man. Let's keep doing that thing for South African football, man. Salam.